Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to our digital spotlights. I am so excited to be bringing our next speaker. His name is Khaled, and he's the founder and creator of Nefsy. Before we begin, if this is the first time that you're watching, this is our Desk Careers digital spotlight platform. This is where we bring spotlight speakers, professionals to talk about their career journeys, to talk about the organizations, and to really help us to understand what occupations exist in the world of work, but more importantly, to begin to hear different stories of different professionals' career journeys. So welcome, Khaled, to our digital spotlights. It's so great to have you here today.
Thank you so much, Maria. I'm very happy to be hosted by you and your amazing show, and I really appreciate the great job you're doing.
Thank you, Khaled. And I'm really excited to have you here again. I know you came to visit us at the college a few months ago and you talked to some of our students, and it's great to have you back so we can learn a little bit more and some of the projects that Nefsy have been working on, especially coming through the month of Ramadan. So let's start right at the beginning. What is the story of Khaled, and how did he create and bring to life Nefsy?
Okay, yeah, so I will go back about 3 years back. It was I was working in another company, and I was hosting VVIPs to a very fancy business dinner, and we spent about 3 hours in the dinner, and of course it was very high class, so all the courses we got is very small samples. After we finished, actually we became more hungry because the portion was so small and the bill was so heavy. And after we finished the meeting, we signed the contract, everything was fine. And then all the VIPs told me, Khaled, let's go and eat because we are so hungry. So everyone rushed to different destinations. For me, I went to one of the fast food restaurants. I went to buy a sandwich for 12 dirhams. While going out from the restaurant, I found, and I'm very happy holding my sandwich because I was hungry. So I found a guy holding my hands, and he told me, sir, I want to eat. So I told him, okay. He's holding my hand with a sandwich. So I said, don't know what to do. Just pull to 20 dirhams and give it to him. So he pushed back my hand with the money, and he told me, sir, I don't need your money. I'm just hungry. I want to eat. So with the tears in his eyes, I don't know what to do. I just give him my sandwich. And then I went back to buy another sandwich for me. And when I looked back at him, I found he ate the sandwich without removing the paper wrap, which shows how hungry he was. I felt so bad that time because comparing the heavy bill I just paid for the VIPs and still everyone is hungry, it can feed a village. That's one. Second, I start to understand for the first time in my life that hungers, they don't need our money. They just want to eat, which is essential for life. So later on, I start to have a habit. Every time I'm eating outside, I will buy one meal for me and one meal to be given to someone in need. 3 months later, I found that, hey, we're in Dubai, there is no hunger. And second, I start to understand that there is more than 800 million people who sleeps hungry every day. So who is Khaled who can help someone every day can end hunger? So I spent more than 13 months trying to find out how to make everyone donate a meal without paying anything extra every day. Till I found that there is only one solution to do that. We are eating, and we are eating every day. So whenever we order any meal, another full meal will be given to a hungry person at no extra cost from us. So we are not going to change our lifestyle. We are going to eat the same food from the same restaurants which we like, but another full meal will feed someone who's dying because of hunger at no cost from us. So that's why we started Nefsy last September. And yeah, we are aligned with hundreds of restaurants in Dubai, offering thousands of meals. So that's the story behind Nefsy.
It's so impressive to hear you say that, because when I'm working with the youth, we always talk about how discovery of careers can begin in different ways. And it's really interesting to hear a living example of what is sometimes one of the ways that I tell young people, did you know that sometimes life teaches us a lesson and it becomes our occupation? So to hear you talk about how Nefsy began brings that example into context. Take us to how you made the leap from being employed to owning Nefsy.
That's so tough, by the way. It's not easy. I was running a big organization before, but I was growing it, but it was existing before me. So it's totally different than starting yourself from scratch, something new, and create a brand, logo, colors, even a website, an app, form a team. It was really tough, and I learned a lot on the go. I thought that I'm a big boss before and I know everything and I can run any team, but actually it made me start from scratch in everything, even learning how to manage a team, how to manage a project, to achieve something. It was totally new experience for me. So starting something is not easy, but you, as long as you have the belief that you have to achieve your mission, you will never get tired.
What would you say? What would you say is your mission at Nefsy?
Think about it this way: there is lots of people who want to help, and there is lots of people who need help. So Nefsy is a solution to connect the two. So what I want to achieve is to let the people who want to help keep their lifestyle as is, but helping someone in need every single day so we can help the needy. There is someone dies every 3.6 seconds from hunger. That's before COVID-19. Now it's even more. So my mission is to connect the people who want to help with the people who need help. And hopefully within the next 15 years, my ultimate goal is to end hunger worldwide without any donation.
That's amazing. And talk to us about so we know that we purchase a meal using the app. What types of job roles exist at Nefsy for that to happen?
We have many departments, and you mean what I'm looking for, right?
No, well, I want young people watching this, or teachers watching this, or parents watching this, to be able to identify how occupation roles exist in an organization like Nefsy. So it's an e-commerce, it's an app. But what types of jobs, because if I didn't know, I might think, well, I'm not an IT person. Why would I want to work for a company like Nefsy? So what types of job roles exist for Nefsy to be successful?
First, you have to build a platform, because it's the platform which is connecting the restaurants with the users, because the users are buying meals from restaurants. Mm-hmm. So the platform is the main mediator between both. So the platform is the most important, which is, of course, IT, which have different divisions like iOS, like Android, like back-end, front-end, UI, UX, lots of things. So that's the platform. Second, there is a sales team who is signing with the restaurants, going to the restaurants, hey, there is Nefsy, and that's what we are doing, and we want to onboard you. There is another team who is onboarding all the so-called merchants, which is restaurants, to be on board. And also there is telesales, who is promoting it to different big groups of restaurants. And then we have business development. Business development is the one who's signing with corporates, like big organizations who want to help and give back to community, so they can align with us in our same vision, and also help distributing the same vision to their employees or their students if they are university like yours. And we have customer service, because at the end of the day, if you are facing any challenge, you need to, of course, contact us. And finance. That's so far the departments we have.
So amazing. Now, I want to go backwards a little bit, just to clarify. We're not a university, so we're at British high school. We're called a college. But let's go backwards a little bit to the different job roles that you've held in your life, Khaled. What would you say has helped you prepare you for what you're doing right now? Would it have been a specific job that you had in the past? Or would it have been an accumulation of skills that you've learned that have made you be able to achieve? Now, I heard you say, Maria, I had to start from zero, like nothing. I thought I was an excellent manager. I could manage a team, but doing this, I learned everything from scratch. But what would you say in your career lifespan so far have been the key points that you've learned that helped you to become a founder and a creator of a company like Nefsy?
My first corporate job was courier, delivery courier. So that was my first corporate job, and I learned the importance of time, because we have to do the delivery in a certain time. So we have hundreds of deliveries, and we have to reach every customer before a certain time. So time was very important, and it teach me that the most important thing in our life is time, because our life equals time. Mm. Either you consume it or you utilize it. And then I moved to customer service, where I start to learn how to talk to customers and how to solve their problems, how to transform their problems to a solution which we can provide to our platform. And then I moved to different departments, and then I went to, I became a quality assurance in Six Sigma, where I start to know what is the meaning of numbers and how important it is, and how we have to build all our decisions on data and facts and information, not only emotionally. Okay, solutions cannot be just because I feel that, so I have to give that solution. No, it has to be built on information and facts and data. And then I became a sales area manager, where I start to learn the sales process. And then I became a general manager, where I start to learn how to run whole organizations with hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue. And then I start to learn something which I was trying to avoid all my life, to be a speaker, because I was a little bit shy before. And then I found that I can be on a stage in front of 20,000+ people, and I have to spend at least 1.5 hours talking to them. So I start to learn. So every stage of my life, I learned something new. And then finally, I learned something very important, that I cannot be the best in one thing. I have to be good in lots of things. That's what will formulate me, because if the lion is the king of the jungle because he's the fastest, no, cheetah is the fastest. He's the biggest, elephant is the biggest. He's the tallest, giraffe is the tallest. So he is not the biggest or the fastest or the strongest in anything, but he's the best in most of the things. That's why he's the king. So you have to formulate yourself like this. You have to get lots of good traits, and you have to be very good in, or at least good in most of them, which will make you the king at the end. So during my career, I learned lots of things every stage, which enabled me to start my my new project, which is Nefsy. And to prove what I am saying, that even the stage of building Nefsy, still I'm learning from scratch. Lots of things I'm learning from scratch because I never started something with myself before. So yeah.
Amazing. So for all those watching that are thinking, I want to own my own company one day, I think I have the skills, I think I have the knowledge, what would you say are the 3 things that you wish somebody told you before you started Nefsy?
Okay, first of all, I wish someone have told me that building something from scratch is different than growing something existing, because it's totally different to create a brand from scratch and to build something from scratch and to even market that. So I wish someone have told me that. Unfortunately, after I start 6 months later, I read a book called 0 to 1, which is explaining that. And I wish everyone to read it because it's really good. So that's number 1. And number 2, I wish that someone have told me that you will face not hundreds, you will face thousands of rejections. And I just want to tell you that everyone who told me that you cannot make it, it made me more stubborn to do it.
Okay.
And number 3, I wish someone have told me that it will need a lot of money to do it.
Of course, and that's the reality of owning your own project and starting something from scratch. Now, give us some rewards that you think, okay, those are the 3 things I wish somebody told me. But what are some of the rewards that you feel owning Nefsy and starting your own brand?
The most important is drawing a smile on someone else's face, especially the needy. Okay. And the most important for us is we are allowing everyone using the platform to draw a smile on someone else's face. So now we are making 2 people happy every single transaction. Mm-hmm. Because you are happy enjoying your food and also happy that you are drawing a smile on someone else's face. And from the other side, the needy is smiling and happy and is sleeping happily. So that's the most rewarding for us, is to just to help people and draw a smile on their face, because they deserve it. That's the lowest, that's the least we can do.
Okay, so that's the biggest reward, is the gratification of knowing that you've created something that's helping and bringing happiness at the same time. Okay. And what would you say would be the other 2 things that are rewarding being an entrepreneur or founding your own project?
Second is this field let me know lots of people in different fields, which I was not knowing them, and without Nefsy, I will not be able to know them. And it's helping me to understand more about lots of other things, like what I understood, that Nefsy can be only the first start, or the current concept can be the first start, but actually it can be a lot more than just what we are doing right now. So all this we collected from the ideas and opinions of people who want to help. Mm-hmm. So Nefsy opened the door for us to know lots of contacts in the country and even outside the country, and help us, which is helping us to grow. Last but not least, even personally, I start to learn lots of new things, which is going to help me in Nefsy and even outside Nefsy, even personally. I will be I will be using and utilizing it in my future.
Amazing. So fantastic. So many questions, so little time, but thank you very much, Khaled. I really appreciate it. Anyone watching, we have 3 internships going at Nefsy with students already signed up for their interviews, and hopefully we'll do some internships with Nefsy. So thank you, Khaled, for the opportunities for our students to do some work experience and for us to learn more about Nefsy and your career journey, an exciting one it is. I look forward to continuing to keep updated on how Nefsy is traveling around the world. Talk to us quickly about the campaign you have for Ramadan.
Right now, because of COVID-19, stay at home to stay safe, you and your family. Actually, it affects lots of people when they are fired, or they lost their income, or they got deduction from their salary. So lots of people, for them, stay at home means no access to food. So with the help of the government, Red Crescent and Islamic Affairs and government of Dubai, we are running a campaign to collect meals for people who is in need during COVID-19. We are coming it with 2 different concepts. First, you donate the value of 1 meal, but we will be able to feed 2. Second, it's throat challenge. So everyone will just do 10-second video. I support Nefsy campaign, donate the value of 1 meal to feed 2. I challenge my friends X and Y and Z to also donate and help others. Just imagine if every one of us donate 1 meal. No one will sleep hungry in Emirates.
That's amazing. So fantastic. So definitely going to be looking out for more about the campaign. And how can we find Nefsy if we want to learn more about Nefsy? Where do we find you?
We have the website, nefsy.com, nefsy.com. And also we have our application on Android and iOS. You can freely download it from the app stores.
Super. And what if we are, we own a business where we want to support Nefsy? How can we reach you?
We have a live chat on our website, so you just can talk lively with us and we can call you back. You can just share your idea and we immediately will contact you, or else you can send me an email directly, which is khaled@nefsy.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Khaled. Thank you everyone for watching. That was Khaled, the founder and creator of Nefsy. I am so excited to be bringing this spotlight to you today and really introducing not only an amazing career story, but also an organization that wakes up every day and does amazing, amazing things for people all over the world. So that's so fantastic. Join us again tomorrow when we bring another amazing spotlight. Thank you for watching, everybody.